Bishop of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Sokoto, Matthew Hassan Kukah, has said that relevant political or military actors in Nigeria must understand that agitations springing up in the country like that of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, is because of the failure of governments to address the issues negatively affecting the Nigerian people. Kukah shared his thoughts on Wednesday while speaking virtually as guest lecturer during the 8th annual public lecture on the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God Worldwide, Ogun State, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, ahead of his 80th birthday celebration on March 2nd, 2022. The theme of the event was Nigeria, a country of many nations, a quest for national integration. Speaking on agitations across the country, the cleric said that, contrary to speculations in certain quarters, these reactions are the result of actions or inactions of the Nigerian state. He said that if the military leaders who fought or experienced the Nigerian Biafra civil war had gone on to positively transform the nation, IPOB and other agitators will not be recalling the past. As you know, when IPOB started their case, even the elderly Igbos themselves said, look, you have never fought a war, that is why you are saying what you are saying. But the people said, we are saying what we are saying because we actually fought a war and that war is over and we've got nothing to show for it because our conditions have not changed. So I make the point, therefore, that we must not be mistaken in thinking, especially our retired military people tend to say people don't know what war is, and it is true. But if you fought a war, the challenge of war of those who have won the war. In our case, we said no victor, no vanquish. But my arguments and the evidence out there before us is that we should not have been where we are now, but we are where we are today because we failed grossly to confront the issues of ensuring that a war never happens again, he said. Kukah explained that where Nigeria is going and where it should be has occupied his attention for the past 30 years, adding that the country is now suffering for identity politics, where people respond to perceived threats by either economic or political decisions or policy decisions they feel is against them. What we are faced with is what the world refers to as identity politics. That is, the consciousness of our worth is driven by both a perceived threat, fear and anxiety created by a circle of social political divisions that are directed at excluding a particular group. People will congregate based on identity and use it to mobilize for their cause. So people, they tend to act in anger, they become defensive, they identify an enemy who could be from the east, west, north. It could be Igbo, Yoruba, Christian, Muslim, and as well, so with Hitler, it could be the Jews, he said. He cited the recent coups witnessed in some West African countries, praying that this contagion does not spread. The temptation of a military coup is largely because if African leaders do not deal with the practical issues of elections, electoral outcomes, the wishes of ordinary people, we will continue to make ourselves vulnerable to these temptations, he maintained. The cleric said Nigeria will be united and on the right track if good governance is entrenched. Ordinarily, I agree with Chuna Achebe that there is nothing wrong with Nigeria, but we have continued to play the ostrich, refusing to face squarely the reasons for the inability of policies to deliver on good governance. We can still gather the debris of our broken bones and continue this very difficult, challenging journey to national greatness. We cannot outsource this obligation either to God or to anybody for that matter. Can you imagine after 60 years of independence, despite the trillions and trillions that have been spent, we still cannot provide access with electricity? Oh my God, this breaks my heart. We still cannot provide access, electricity, adequate housing, roads. We are still romanticizing about the past. The man, he hits it, but at times they will come, all of them, they know the truth, but because of those who are benefiting, they don't want to say the truth. Because I don't understand why you feel that you can enjoy and your next door neighbors, they can be bound to the Philistines, whether they are living, whether they are suffering, it's none of your business. You want to lord it over them, and you want to say, oh, if mama can see me, oh, you want to show it to them, I'm more powerful than you, I'm more privileged than you, I'm more opportune than you. They want to show them, to rub it on their faces. That is what is happening. Because if you are sensitive, and you have human feelings, what is there? What are you going to eat? Like all those ones that are amassing weight here and there, what are they going to do with it? And you think that by making other people to suffer, what others are supposed to get, you are the ones, those in quotes, those who are in that cartel enjoying the whole thing, and you think your children, the money you are making for your children, that you are even getting at the detriment of the masses, and you think your children will be better off for it. No, it's not going to happen. And we see all those people, they call themselves Christians. The ones that are not Christians, they will tell you, oh, I'm a Muslim. They go to mosque, just like in the case of Abba Kyari. He went to mosque to go and pray, and meanwhile, after leaving the mosque, he went to go and deal with a drug. He went to go and do drug deal. At the end of the day, you see what they are doing. Some people say, oh, I'm a traditionalist. Oh, we have culture. We have this. We are cultured people. Oh, we have missed the Western world culture with our own. Oh, we have abandoned our culture. And yet, you see all of them in various whatever they believe. They are occupying positions of authority, but their wickedness cannot even, you can't even start talking about their wickedness. So what are we talking about? You are a Christian, you are a Muslim, you are a traditionalist, you have culture, you are this and that, and yet your character is worse than those who you think that their culture is infringing on your own culture. Which culture do you have? Because in that their culture, they are not as greedy. Of course, in as much we can believe that we have a bad people everywhere, but the rate at which it happens in Nigeria is just a free fall. So if we cannot hit all this kind of statement that Bishop Kukah has said, we will continue to we'll be rigmaroling, we'll be moving round circles. And I've always said it, whether you believe in Ipob, you don't believe in Ipob, you are just deceiving yourself, because we are all suffering the same thing. But they just said, we have watched this over the time. It has not changed anything. We want to go a separate way, because the way it is, nobody is ready. Those who are opportune to lead, who have been given mandate to lead, they are not ready. And the ones that are all around, who are still seeking to get to the position, they are not ready to make changes. And these guys have seen it, and we all know it. Unless maybe you don't know, you are not following what is happening, or you are just trying to deceive yourself, or you are just ignorant of yourself. Yeah, you think that this arrangement that we have will lead this country to anywhere. It will not lead. It will not lead to anywhere. You can see now, they told us that adulterated fuel was brought into Nigeria. It's a criminal offense until today. Is it an ordinary man that imported that adulterated fuel? Is it not the same? Not be them. But if it were to be, what is it called? The agitators, protesters, activists, you will see they will just go and arrest them. They will be, just oppressing them. But they know those who have done that, yet they cannot even, stand on their ground and say no. If I thought they don't know anything about it, because you can't tell me that the government is not aware, but they will try to cover up for themselves because of this corruption. So what Bishop Kukah has said, it is what majority of them know, but they will not want to say it. The only thing you'll be hearing from them, just like the vice president, that one I don't even know. I don't understand the way the man thinks, because for all of you who are always saying want to respect people, you are respecting people, saying that calling on international community to come to help, to work together so that there will be no coup in Nigeria. If you don't do the needful, it is there, it will come, no amount of prayer, no amount of fasting, no amount of whatever. Even in this kind of gathering that Bishop Kukah was even talking from, if they like, declare 10 years fasting and prayer, don't do the right thing, nothing will happen. Everything is not spiritual. If everything is spiritual, you will sit down in your house, you will be calling forth, I want food, I want this, I want that. Everything will be calling. No, God does not work like that. And that is why majority of these GOs and whatever they call themselves, spiritual leaders, people don't respect them, because they will not say the truth. The Bible says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And that is exactly what Bishop Kukah is saying. But at times they want to try to, I don't know whether they want to try to be politically correct. Oh, Ipob, yeah, well, that is too much. This and that. You can see, you called for sit at home. You called for this and that. See what it has caused. Okay, if you go for a protest, wahala. You stay at home, wahala. So what will they do? Nobody should talk. And that's one thing I just like them for. One thing I like them for. one thing I like those guys for is that they believe in what they believe because they know the history of Nigeria and they don't want to play all these games. They try to be politically correct. And meanwhile, people are suffering. We have one man that is being locked up there in the DSS custody. Why? Because he's saying the truth. Why? Because he's saying what they don't want to hear. And you can imagine how many people can come out and say the real problems that we have faced that is causing all these problems. They will not want to say it. You want to remove a tree. You have to uproot it from the root. You can't just cut it off. If you cut it off, it will still germinate. It will grow. No matter how low you cut it, if you don't remove it from the root, it will still grow. Say the truth, they will not be saying it. They want to be, God said this and that. You should not do this. But those who are doing wrong thing, you don't want to speak truth to them. Kudos to him what he has said, though, because at times he will still come and tell us, these people are. But if we don't do the needful, this country will go nowhere. This country will go nowhere. If you like, pray. If you like, conjure. Nothing will happen. You as human beings, we as human beings, we must do the right thing. Once we do the right thing, then the right thing will follow. Then God will not come in. No, God does not say. He's not an author of confusion. I don't know what to say because I've always said it. Whether you believe in Biafra or not, that is not the issue. They have been able to channel their own course. They have been able to say this is what we want because we know that this country is a scam. It's a scam. I didn't understand it before, but as time goes on, I begin to see all the players, and I know no. These guys are not serious. They will want to tell you what you want to hear, and that is it. It will end there. They will go and do something else, and these are the people that you want to believe. They have lied to you over the years, over and over again, and you are still believing them. But the problems we have in this country, they have the solutions. We don't need anybody to come and help us to solve anything, but they will not do it. It angers me when we see the truth, especially the garden that Bishop Kukah was talking from. You see all of them will keep quiet, they do more. I beg you. So guys, I'll leave your comment down there below and let's have your take.